Hi guys, I hope you're doing well. This is going to be another gameplay of The Long Dark. I've noticed in my analytics that people seem to like my last video of this game. So I've been playing for a while since the last video, so I'm quite a lot further into the game. I'm now sitting on 30 days in game played and still doing quite well. There's just been a new update from the developers, Interland Studios. A fairly substantial update in which they have added some new equipment to the game. You can now craft a bow and arrows to use for hunting. So look forward to getting hold of that at some point. I haven't had a chance to do any hunting so far in the game because I haven't had the fortune of finding a rifle. So I've been unarmed for the past 30 days in game. I don't really know where I am currently. I haven't played in a little while, for a couple of weeks I think. So I know I was looking for the next area, the new map. I believe it's called Pleasant Highway. I'm looking for a way there because I think I've more or less exhausted all of the resources of this area in terms of free food in the houses and equipment, etc. I've done a bit of fishing for food and I've found the occasional deer corpse. It's been ravaged by a wolf, but there's just been some meat left over for me to grab. But I'm worrying that that's a bit of a risky food source to want to rely on. I need to get a solid source of food available to me, and the only way that I can really guarantee that is by either getting a gun or finding a new location that I can scavenge from. So yeah, I've been on this area, Coastal Highway, for probably 3 weeks, I guess. And I'm doing fairly well. Contemplation Bridge. I don't think I've been here before. No, this is new to me. I know there has been some new areas added with the new update as well. Oh wow. I don't think this is one of them. I'm assuming this was already existing, but I have never been here before. So I am somewhat excited over the fact I've found a new area to have a look into. I don't need that. I'm just going to get rid of the voice. So there's just mine. The voice, the male voice in this game is actually David Hayter, who is the man who voices Solid Snake from the Metal Gear Solid series. Okay, so we found a bit of food and drink. The sodas are normally the best one to drink, the best sort of source of food and drink to get rid of first, because they weigh a fair amount. But yeah, they give you calories as well as thirst. Pleasant Valley outbuildings. No way. No, I can't be in Pleasant Valley. There hasn't been a transition, unless maybe they've made the transition seamless now? I have no idea. Or maybe I'm on the outskirts of Pleasant Valley on the way to it. I have no idea. I think it's a nice feature, simple but good, that you can sit inside vehicles to get you a bit of extra warmth and, you know, shield you from the elements. So there's a barn here, which I'll have a look into in a sec. Scrap metal. Okay, it looks like everything is more or less destroyed, other than this barn, which I'll head into soon. Yeah, that's unsearchable. Okay. Let's check this place out then. Definitely can't see anything. Alright, so we've got some materials. Switch. Cured leather. Ah, of course, yeah. With this update, they've also made curing leather an issue now. So when you skin the hide from an animal, you can't immediately use it for crafting, repairing leather items and creating leather items. You have to dry the skin or leather first, which makes sense. Yeah, just peeling the skin off an animal and then sticking it, sewing it straight onto your existing clothes doesn't make too much sense. So I'm assuming you can just dry it at a fire or something, but I'll have to find out next time I harvest an animal, if I come in contact with one. Okay, let's have a look upstairs. Oh, this is quite cool. Oh, workbench. Okay, I'll definitely try and craft some appropriate things on the craft bench, assuming I have the materials. Painkillers. I already have a lot of painkillers. Okay. I don't know how many flares that I have. 2. Okay, that should be fine. Flares do weigh quite a bit, but they are useful for scaring off wolves. But 2 should be enough. 1 usage and a backup. Okay, so there's a handful of materials, etc. here. So I'll probably I'm going to utilize the workbench, do some repairs, etc. And probably just sleep in my bedroll that I've got with me. What time are we on? Okay, it's midday. It's so dark in here. Let's make use of some of the food that I've found. Okay, sardines, 300 calories, 250 calories. Okay, let's get rid of the encumbered state. It's interesting how different issues come about at different parts during an adventure. So my most prominent issue is really maintaining a good level of carrying capacity. I don't want to go over 30 kilos and risk fatiguing myself too quickly, especially as I'm finding I need to go on longer and longer journeys to get anything done. Right. Ah, cool. Let's make one of these. Actually, do you know what? I don't need the storm lantern there. I don't want to spend I don't want to spend all of the fuel inside of it whilst I'm doing this, and I can do it in the dark without error. I wonder if that's something they should change in the game, actually. Working in the dark is a lot harder. Okay, don't need a torch. Snare, don't have the materials. Hooks. I have quite a lot of scrap metal, don't I? It takes 20 minutes. Let's make some hooks. I'm going to need some string as well if I want to make a full fishing tackle, but I'll cross that when I get the materials. Fishing tackle, rabbit skin mitts, cured deer hide. So you can make good boots and pants now, okay, or trousers, as they should be called. Pants are what you wear underneath the trousers. Okay, so good trousers. Can make a good coat from wolfskin. Now, I have a few wolf pelts from encounters with wolves when I've been attacked and you fend them off. You sometimes find the dead wolf bled out, and if you follow the blood trail when it gets away from you. But I have stored that in a house back quite a distance from where I am now, so I don't think I'm going to be getting hold of that anytime soon. Bearskin bedroll. Wow, that takes a long time to make. The smell might scare animals away. That's interesting. And the survival bow. A simple improvised bow, suitable for hunting small game. So you need a maple sapling and gut, so it's quite simple to make. Doesn't take too long. I'm assuming it's horrendously inaccurate. Arrow shaft. Straight wooden arrow. Cut and shaped from a curled birch sapling. Oh, sorry, cured, not curled. That would make sense, would it? Combine with crow feathers and an arrowhead to make a usable arrow. Okay, so you make 2 arrowheads from metal. Actually, how much do these weigh? It doesn't say. And a simple arrow. Okay, that's quite interesting. So, there's nothing I can really make there. What I will do, let's just check out the condition of my items. They're not too bad. Coat's in great condition. Jeans are a tad knackered. I haven't been able to find any better trousers in the game yet. But I do have a good coat, good boots. Okay, maybe I'll repair this. So this should fully repair it. It's going to take an hour. It's quite a long time. Do I have a broken sewing kit? No. Okay. Cool. I heard, when I was reading through the change list as well, you can repair cloth items with fishing tackle now, so you can use fishing wire to sew things up. Okay, the hat looks more useful, so let's repair this as well. 16 minutes, that won't take long. Okay, good stuff. Okay, so repairing odds and sods does seem to cause a lot of fatigue quite quickly. Oh, fire barrel. Oh, okay. Do I have... Oh, wow. I don't have any water. Okay. Right, well, that's going to be priority number 1 then, is to get some water. Now, I did see some cedar wood, didn't I? Is It's over here, yeah. Oh, it's fir firewood. Let's get a fire going. Got the fir, firewood, cardboard matches, fire striker, wood matches. Okay, I'll use some cardboard matches. I don't mind if he fails once or twice, I'm not in any danger. I do, however, want to make some tinder plugs out of this. And that will give me several chances to start a fire. Okay. My success rate at lighting fires now is much greater than it was 30 days ago. Okay, so we want to melt some snow. And we want to purify that. Actually, I'm fairly certain that I have water purification tablets. So, yes. Okay, so I'm just going to spend the entire time melting snow, and I'll use the water purification tablets to purify the water. How much time do we have left on the fire? 37. Let's do another litre. Okay. So that's used up that time. So we'll make use of these. And that leaves me with one, just in case. I'll eat a few things to get my calories up, and then I will drop down my bedroll and spend the night here. Now I know it doesn't make any difference where I sit down, but I feel like I'd be more comfortable up here than down on the floor there. Okay. So I can't see anything, but I know what I'm doing in the dark. So I'll spend the night here. Again, I only rest for about 7 hours maximum, because you do get thirsty and hungry over that period of time. That's a tasty nighttime snack, some sardines. I'm gonna have terrible breath. Okay. Sleep till the morning. As I say, I could have done more useful things during the night time, but I don't have the materials to create anything, so I don't have any other options really other than ending the night. But we're on a new day now. We've got plenty of daylight, and I think I'll make a move and see if I can find something new, as there isn't many. Yeah, it turns out there wasn't really a great deal to do here. There isn't many buildings to search, and now unfortunately it sounds like it's windy outside, so I may have to wait a little bit longer before I set off. Okay, let's have a look. Yes. Okay, yeah, it's very cold. Alright, I'm not going to make a move because it doesn't look like there's anything anywhere near for a long way. So I'll have to stay here a bit longer. I'm just going to throw down the bedroll, as it's the only way I can rest, to put time forward. Right. Hopefully the wind isn't so bad now. I can't see where I'm going. Right. Okay, we've still got a bit of a windy storm going on here. Was that a wolf or was that a fox? Okay. The weather is bad, but it's not unmanageable. I'm gonna have a quick look around in these lean-tos, I guess you call them, just to see if there's any dropped materials around here. Oh, there's a rabbit. Maybe I can try putting down a snare around here. I have not had any success with snares in the game so far, but I've not been particularly strategic in my placement of them. This rabbit doesn't seem very scared of me. There we go. Just had to check. Alright, so I am getting cold, but it's not horrendous. Oh, we have another building over here. Alright, let's have a look at this building. It looks a lot windier than it sounds currently. If you bear with me, I'm just gonna Skype to don't disturb. Should have done that before. Okay. Okay, so this is open anyway. Grab some more rose hips. Pry bar. I am going to drop my old pry bar. It's quite worn out. That's quite useful. Alright, so there is absolutely nothing in here other than the pry bar. I guess that's useful though. Let's see if there's anything in this tractor. We have a drink. I can warm up whilst I'm in here as well. Alright, so there are a few rabbits, some deer. I wonder if there's any sort of wood I can get hold of in this area. I'm very curious if this is a good area to start making a bow. Although I was thinking one of the achievements in the game is to go, I think, 50 days without killing anything. I mean, firing the rifle. In fact, yeah, of course, yeah. The achievement is, I think it's like Silent Hunter or something like that. So I mean, I guess I can still kill things with the bow, assuming I can make one. So I just grabbed some cattails. What are they used for? Cattail stalk. Tough, not very filling, but edible. Oh, okay, it's a simple source of food. And you can eat them raw. Okay, I don't think I'll eat them raw. I think I'll wait and see if I can cook them. Just to see if that improves the calorie intake from them. Maybe softening them up means you can eat more. Oh, you can use it as tinder too. Does that mean, so I have the stalk here. Ah, and I have the tinder. Oh, that's very cool. I like that. I am slightly weighed down currently though. I've got a lot of painkillers. I feel like I need to drop something, but I don't know what. No, let's drink that. And maybe I'll eat one of these. Okay, so actually now I think about the way the game works, maybe I have to harvest wood to find the maple sapling. I was thinking maybe I just find a maple sapling manually, like I do with the mushrooms and the rose hips. But perhaps... no. Okay. Tinder, softwood, hardwood. Okay, I think that's just firewood. Alright. I shall continue exploring then. And see if we can find somewhere new to set up some sort of base. I'm not actually sure I've seen a maple tree. There's all these sort of pine trees. But not a maple tree. And I wondered if maybe those were birch. Who knows? I'll figure it out at some point. Okay, so we have a fairly expansive landscape with not a great deal of anything going on. There is a handful of rabbits, so it would be good to get some snares set up, get some rabbit meat and use their hides for creating some good mittens. Looked like there was a bit of a sheer drop on that other side, so I need to find a lower approach. Or a bridge. What do we have over here? Looks like some sort of lookout tower or something. I'm just going to have a quick look over here before heading towards those buildings, just to see if there's a new location to head towards. No, looks fairly barren. Okay, so let's take a detour off this road and head over to these buildings. See if I can't find myself some new food. What are these? Held up trees. So these look obviously planted by humans. So is there any saplings? Any maple saplings of any sort? Okay, so what I thought was a lookout tower from a distance is actually a grain silo. Doesn't look like I can go inside. Feast on the tasty grain. Okay, we have another empty barn area. Lots of rabbits. But we do have a building. Another pry bar. Hopefully there's a proper bed in here as well. Okay, right, so we have a whole host of cupboards to search. Looks fairly well stocked. This is a new building type. This is quite cool. Plenty of wood, matches, all sorts of bits and bobs. I don't want to pick up too much straight away, I'm already encumbered. Just surveying the area. The storm lantern, sewing kit. We have a bit of everything here. This is a very good place. I wonder if there's a rifle somewhere in here. Oh, they had kids. Huh. That's interesting, I've not seen anything like this before. It's a whole kids play area. Okay. This looks a bit ransacked. Looks like they just violently cleared everything out and left. But there is a bed in place. Oh, and a double bed here. Mariner's pea coat. Oh. I don't think that's a particularly good coat, actually. I think I already have a fairly good one. Shoes. Okay, right. So, we're not too late into the day. Somewhat fatigued though from, I guess, carrying around slightly too much stuff. What I do want to do, actually, yeah, I figure I might start a fire. See if I can cook these cat's tails or cattail stalk. See if that makes any difference. I feel like it won't, but it's worth a try. Can't see where I'm going. Right, where was the fireplace? There we go. There was some wood as well, wasn't there? Okay, not a great deal. Just one cedar. Ah, the cattail head is quite useful. Oh, I think just starting skill is good, and cedar firewood is easy to set fire to. So this is a guaranteed fire start. What I might do is go outside, do some wood foraging, just to get the fire going for a long time. And just work from there. I think I can probably spend a few days in this place. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to spend a few days here, so I think I'll end the video here, because I'm not going to be doing any exploring for a few days in game. And then in my next video we can pick up a little bit later on. But by the looks of it, from what's been coming up, is that I'm already in Pleasant Valley, and it's just sort of continued on from Coastal Highway, and I certainly have gone quite a distance inland, so it would make sense. But anyway, yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'll continue to make episodes of this every sort of month or so, maybe sooner, who knows. Yeah, it seems like a fairly good game to play. The sound effects are very subtle and nice, and I understand the developers are working on making the sound in the game a fundamental sort of priority. So yeah, I'm going to finish the video here, and thanks for watching, guys.